Money habits that keep you broke and the way how you can fix them straight away. So in the next coming 6 or even 8 months, you can start to see substantial difference on your bank account. Now, it's maybe funny in your 20s when learning about personal finances, and maybe actually it's not really funny at all when you look at your bank account and you just literally receive the money at the end of the month, and then you literally at the end of the next month you end up with zero. Now, this is not really the way how you're going forward in your life, how you can generate and keep some money on your bank account for yourself, literally. That's not really the way. Usually, when it comes to seeing zero at the end of the month on your bank account, that usually relates to your financial habits. The first habit that actually keeps you poor is paying yourself last. This is something what most of people do, so don't get discouraged if you've been doing this by yourself. This is something what we need to learn as we learn about budgeting, because usually and the standard way how we are taught is that you actually get the money to your account, you pay everything, and then you save what's left. But somehow, and I don't know how we all do it, but we always find a way how we can spend money during the whole month, and literally at the end of the month there's not really much left for us to save. And that's the key point. The second financial habit that keeps you poor is keeping up with friends who have expensive taste. Now, I understand that we all like certain luxury things now and then. However, you need to see whether your financial budget is catered for that. If you have friends who have, let's say, rich parents, or they just simply have higher income than you currently, and you're trying to keep up with them, you are breaking your own budget and you getting yourself into a debt, into a consumption debt, just because you're trying to keep up with your friends. I know it's nice to go out from time to time with your friends and spend the time, but if you can't afford dining and eating out your breakfast, lunches, and dinners with your friends every day, well, then don't do it. Because if you're just going to put yourself into a debt just because your friends with expensive taste want to do certain things and you currently don't have budget for it, then trust me, you're going to feel much worse if you do it and if you put yourself in a debt, because then you are the one who's going to have to repay that debt. The third habit that keeps you poor is that you are not setting up any financial goals. If you don't have any financial goal, you don't have any motivation to find a way how to increase your income, how to increase your earnings. And perhaps if you are at this point at the level of earning salary, remember that there are two other different streams of income you can create, and that's a business income and also an investment income. Yes, it requires a learning from your side, and obviously you will need to learn how to invest. You will need to learn how to create a business income. However, this is an opportunity for you to step up your financial game. But if you don't have actually any financial goal, you will not ask yourself that question, okay, how can I afford a certain thing if you don't have that set up as a financial goal? So if you're just comfortable with your earning salary month in and month out, and you don't set up for yourself a higher financial goal, then this is really the habit which keeps you poor, because you're going to stay on the same level month after month and year after year. Another habit that keeps you poor is that you spend more than you earn. Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett are one of the wealthiest investors. We can learn from them a lot. And one of the things what them two always mention is always spend less than you earn. That's really the key point when it comes to achieving your financial independence and keeping that financial independence. Because if you're constantly overspending, you are getting yourself in and out of the debt. This is not the way how you can get ahead. You can get ahead financially if you start to accumulate cash, and month by month you put money on the side and you don't spend more than you earn. That means that each and every month you have, at the end of the month, you have cash available. Plus, thinking about what we were just saying before, that there are additional streams of income, and if you set up for yourself financial goals, you will also find a way how to increase that income and how you can get ahead even faster. Fifth habit that keeps you poor is that you are getting into a debt just for the consumption reason. This is very popular specifically in Europe, as research shows. There is a high consumption debt that in Europe, comparing to US, because in the US usually people get into debt because of the students' loans. Instead of getting into a debt, find a way how you can make that money, how you can afford it. And when you ask yourself the right question, how can I afford it? Then you're going to find a way how to increase your income, or how to make just a temporary job which will increase your money, and you will get the income you want just for the purchase of that specific item. However, don't get into that just because of consumption. This is going to slow down your process, and definitely you will need to first repay the debt. The debt has costs as well, which is the interest rate you are paying on the debt. And the money you are paying on the interest, this is something extra which you could save for yourself. That's why when you buy the new TV, but with the full amount, then you actually own that item already and you don't have to pay any interest. Another bad habit is the habit of not having any savings, any investments, and any pension. Literally, when you only earn money and spend money, that's not money management. So you're not managing your money well, you're just earning and you're spending. I really hope that after watching this video, you realize that there is more to money management than just earning and spending. You also want to think about any emergency situations. You also want to save money for buying a house, perhaps, for getting a wedding of your dream, or buying a new car. You can literally save money for those goals, and then you can achieve those goals and literally enjoy the experiences you are saving for. Apart from this, you can also think about your future. Once you stop working, then you're going to have your pension set up, so you're going to have some extra money in your pension account. So like this, you think about your future. When it comes to investment, I know that investment is risky and there are people who are really staying away from it. I'm not saying in any way that I'm encouraging you to invest if you don't feel that this is for you. However, the saving account and pension account is something you can actually set up for yourself. It's risk-free, and like this, you can accumulate money for your future. With investments, obviously, it takes your personal decision and you need to evaluate your personal financial situation and your knowledge, whether you want to take upon an investment, whether you want to make your own investment decisions, or you would use an expert, financial experts, to create your investment portfolios, or perhaps you don't invest at all because you don't think that this is for you and you think that it's way too risky. Bad habit what we have and that keeps you poor is that you are not using budget. Yes, when I started my personal journey when it comes to finances, I was budgeting in my head, and I'm like, okay, I can handle finances. So that was quite okay. But yet, when I started to use budgeting tools, at first I started with the online tools, with the app, but very soon after that, I went to your normal printable budget, where I write in handwriting my spending. And I have realized how much more I can control my money when I actually have the budget. So if you are, you don't have to be a disaster with money. I'm not saying that we all are. However, if you start to use budget on a regular basis, if you are not as bad, you're going to become even better. And definitely, if you are spending way too much, budget is something what's going to cool you down, it's going to slow you down, and it's going to show you specifically where you're spending the money, and it will help you mainly to navigate when it comes to emotional spending. When you get your emotional spending under control, then you can definitely balance your finances, and you can start to create your emergency account, and you can start to create your saving, pay yourself first, manage your money when you have budget. However, you really need to get into that habit on a regular basis, using budget on a monthly basis and reviewing that budget on a weekly basis, because when you review it on a weekly basis like this, you can see whether you are in line with what you set up for yourself at the beginning of the month. You can be more secure in your own personal finances and also secure about your financial future. So these are the 8 habits, and as you'll see, these habits are really easy to fix, and you can start changing them slowly from the moment you stop watching this video. Do that favor to yourself. In the end of the day, getting rid of those bad financial habits will only serve you, not only now, because you're gonna really sort out your personal finances, but also for your future, and you will create that sense of financial security and also a bit more comfortable zone for yourself when it comes to money. I hope that you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I will see you in the next one.